Danger. Danger, Will Bibbiani. See what I did there? It's Dangerous Dan Murrell, William Bibbiani, Will Robinson. What's the show?
Lost in Space?
Got it.
Yeah, that was a good way to start this video.
I was testing him. What's going on, guys? We're the Cinefanatics. My name is Chris Adams.
And I'm Robert Adams.
And we are doing a Schmoedown reaction today. It's the title match. William Bibbiani, the Beast, versus Dangerous Dan Murrell.
Are we at another title match already?
Yep.
Yeah, I love these title matches. Because these are typically like the best of the best of the season.
I mean, yeah, we got Dan Murrell going up against Bibbiani. That is literally the best of the best.
Both of who have held the belt. One of them is still currently holding the belt. And he's already held the belt before.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
Bibbiani's trying to aim for that multiple time. Also,
these two were like probably the top tier performers of the free-for-all.
No, probably. They are.
Yeah. I mean, a good nod to Brendan Meyer also, who held in for quite a long time.
Solid third rung.
Yeah. But, I mean, these two were the ones who were pretty much fighting it out at the end. Not pretty much. They were in sudden death.
To the extent that I'm very upset that Bibbiani didn't win and only was stuck with the VIP because, man, I feel like he won.
Yeah.
Like, Dan won, yeah, I mean, he earned it, of course, Dan won, but at the same time, I feel like Bibbiani won.
Well, Dan happened to answer that last question correctly, while Bibbiani did not.
I mean, that's overtime. I mean, Bibbiani lasted the entire thing and went into overtime with Dan.
So, here's the thing, and not complaining at all or criticizing or whatever, but that free-for-all really was the beginning of Dan Murrell versus William Bibbiani, and it came down to just one question.
Yeah.
One question is what decided who wins that match.
And that set up this match. That was a fantastic setup for this match. I mean, we're going into this match now going, all right, these are the two guys. These are the two guys from the free-for-all. Now they get to go head-to-head. Free-for-all stuff aside, which free-for-all is really just knowledge-based. It's not the game because you're not introducing the elements of the game.
Yeah.
This time we introduce the elements of the game. All right, who is, in this case, who is the better Schmoedown competitor?
Who knows how to play this game? Who knows how to finagle their uses of the JTE rules of the challenge? Who's going to have the better entrance? Bibbiani. And who's going to be the most knowledgeable?
See, here's the thing. Both of these guys have been around for a long time. Dan's been around just a little bit longer than Bibbiani has. And so both of them, they know how to play the game. Both of them have a good, solid grasp on the game.
And also, both of them are so good at this game that our normal question of who do you got is going to be very hard to answer. I don't know. I think it's going to come down to simply numbers.
Or who's watched our channel before.
Okay. So, here's the thing. Murrell has had the belt twice.
Yeah.
He is...
3 times now.
3 times? Okay. He's had it more than once. Obviously, Dan Murrell is one of the top tier players in this league, in this game.
Holding that belt multiple times.
Oh, yeah. And Bibbiani, fantastic player.
Held that belt at least once.
He's had the belt once, and I think if he hadn't held that belt, I would have put him in the same category as like Andreyko, someone that should hold the belt. I think mostly the reason he hasn't held the belt more than once is he just hasn't been doing this, I guess, for as long as Murrell has.
Right.
Murrell has had more opportunities to get that belt. And if Bibbiani had the same amount of opportunities, he would be a multiple belt holder as well.
Multi-champion, whatever term we want.
Words.
Terms and words. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. So I mean, who you got? Here's the thing. Like, yeah, I say, oh, it's going to depend on who watches our channel. Well, Bibbiani's commented on one of our videos before, but the thing is,
he's commented on a couple of our videos.
That's true. The thing is I'm gonna have to give the slight edge to Dan.
Yes.
Dan has held the belt. Dan has held the belt more times. I mean, if I'm going to apply logic to it, it's Dan. That's not discounting Bibbiani. I think Bibbiani could win, but I'm giving the slight edge to Dan.
I think Bibbiani has the ability to win this match.
Yeah, absolutely.
Clearly. 100%. He has the knowledge. He has the strength. He knows the game. He could win this.
There's a reason he's in this match.
I'm still a little kind of torn. I mean, Dan is a fantastic player, and he's the one that usually pulls it out with these championship matches, but
Yep.
I don't know. But I will say, I am definitely looking forward to the entrance in this. I mean, other than the game itself, which, I mean, cool. We're gonna watch a Schmoedown. We're gonna watch a bunch of people answer movie trivia questions. That's awesome. Love that. I'm looking forward to the entrance.
That's the thing. Bibbiani is one of the most entertaining competitors in the game. I love watching Bibbiani too. So.
Yeah, for his style, I would say he is probably the most entertaining. I mean, there's a lot of like Makuga's entertaining as well in his style.
Different reasons.
Which usually requires alcohol.
Yeah.
Bibbiani's just, he's got that creative edge that, I mean, I wish we had going into some of our videos, which, I mean, I'm hoping to grow that in the future. So.
Yeah, but, I mean, for this one, yeah, this is going to be a tough match, close match. Let's get into it, see what happens.
Definitely.
Titles!
All I'm saying is if you were going to do Central Intelligence, I was available too if you'd like the short guy stuff.
Commish.
Hey!
Hey, what's up, man?
What's going on, buddy?
Perfect.
I was getting ready for my match.
Oh, yeah.
And I heard you want to see me.
Yeah, sorry, I was just finishing up a conversation with my buddy DJ over here. So, look, man, I've been thinking this, you got this...
If he talks back,
this
get
old,
worried.
Rusty old thing on your shoulder. I like it too, but, you know, I gotta tell you, I think we're done with the old.
Okay.
And we're in.
Wow, the new belt.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
Oh,
is that mine?
That is all yours for the moment, my friend.
Okay.
So, can I help you out here?
I mean, this is the only time I'll give you this belt.
Just believe me, I'm just holding it till it gets to the dumpster.
All right.
But I want this to be all yours.
Dumpster, y'all should sell that. That's a piece of history.
Hang on, let's try to. Let's see.
Yeah, what do you think?
It sits good.
Yeah?
It sits well on
Feels
the shoulder.
right?
It feels right. It feels right. Sharp edge here.
Mm-hmm.
I might need a band-aid, but other than that, I think we're good. I like
right.
this. I like this belt.
I like it too.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you. Now, and I know you got your championship match ahead of you.
Yeah.
It's a good looking belt.
I've been thinking a lot about this man. If you defend that belt again,
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to do something
Okay.
What?
to get you some more belt polish. You know what we call that? Commissioning. Have a good match, friend.
All right. I thought they wanted to play me.
Oh, wow.
That'd be a fair assumption.
Still standing.
That's a really good shirt, too.
Yeah. Don't know if it was meant for Bibbiani or for Elton John's music videos.
Why not both?
Championship match, a belt is on the line, and when you talk about belts, there's championship belts and then there's fancy belts. I can't wait to see the belt itself.
I feel like he should really come out to that song.
William Bibbiani, the #1 contender versus
Which-
the current
oh, yeah.
belt holder,
I'm
Dan
still
Murrell.
standing.
Yes.
Now, the thing
We
is,
know what song.
It's funny you say that with the
Than
brand
I
new belt. We
ever
saw
did.
Dan
Despite
Levine
you
presenting
singing it.
the champion Dan Murrell with that belt, and Dan even said it, and I heard him say it a couple times, that this is, it's funny. We've had 3 versions of the single belt. Dan Murrell has held all 3 of those versions of that belt.
Yeah, we had
And-
the little tiny one, then we had a nicer
well,
one, and now we have
the big singles championship, that big one. You're thinking
Yeah.
about the little dinky crap one we had for teams, but yes, that's
It's
the
still a
version of
belt
it
that
too.
you and I won. You should be proud of it.
I am very proud of it, but I don't know if I can be more proud of Dan Murrell. The guy's he's an absolute legend in the game. He made a big comeback last year. He didn't win the tournament, but he came back, he got a #1 contender shot, and he got it, and he took the title from Ethan Irwin in New York. And you figure that's good enough, right? Wait to defend it again. Well, what does he do? He gets himself into the free-for-all, and he wins the free-for-all. However, that wasn't the biggest story of the day, even though he won it. The big story was the man that he's playing today, and that's William the Beast Bibbiani. He started out as #1 on the table, went all the way to the end, the final death between him, Dan Murrell, and JTE. Didn't pull it off, but came close and won the hearts of many by doing so.
I mean, he started getting chance of MVP halfway through the free-for-all, and deservedly so. One of the finest performances I have ever witnessed in any movie trivia Schmoedown event. And when you talk about guys...
Should Bibbiani come to Houston, too? We want to meet him.
A variety of movie trivia categories. They can do it at bars, they can do it up here at the desk, they can do it in front of thousands of fans, and they're prepared to do it one more time here with it all on the line.
You said that before as far as the MVP goes. Yeah, he was the MVP, and because of that, he got a #1 contender shot. That's not how he got here today. He got the #1 contender shot because he won a match earlier against Lon Harris this season. Then he won a triple threat match against Ethan Irwin and John Roca to earn. He is on fire right now, and he still has that #1 contender match in his back pocket. Now, the flip side of that is Dan Murrell won the whole free-for-all. He has a title shot in his back pocket. He can use that whenever he wants. Whenever. So that's also, it's up in the air as far as what's going to happen inside of this match in the future. So much happening. Of course, we got Houston coming up. But let's just hear from our competitors. The
That's the thing. Bibbiani does have some momentum going for him. We didn't mention that. That could give him the edge.
And the fact that both of them are like top tier of the league right now, and they have essentially, as of right now, they have benefits that neither of them really need. Bibbiani is the #1 contender, not because he has that from the free-for-all, but because he's fought to be the #1 contender.
Yeah. Whoever wins could end up facing the other one again almost immediately.
Yeah. Dan Murrell has...
Yeah.
Still standing. 2 years in a row, the MVP.
He has the belt already.
That's right. I haven't sat down since free-for-all. I am pumped, and I am on a collision course, and I am here to play the dangerous one, Dan the Earl Murrell. That doesn't make any sense.
Three-time champion of the world.
I'm back from New York. It's great to be back in the studio. It's great to be anywhere with the Schmoedown title belt on my shoulder.
I don't know about you, Dan, but I've had one hell of a season so far, all right? I knocked out contenders, taken on the title champions in the highest scoring team match in history, made history at free-for-all. Jeremy Irons and Gerard Depardieu.
And your winner, William Bibbiani, on a all-time legendary role.
I am the hardest working man in the Schmoedown. Hell, I run the Schmoedown site. Where have you been?
I mean,
Screen junkies. I hate to point out the obvious, but
Har's working
I've been
for the
hearing about
Schmoedown.
Bibbiani since before I retired. Everyone was talking about Bibbiani is the heir apparent. Bibbiani's the greatest to ever play this game. I stood up there next to him at the free-for-all. That was his turf. That was his game. And I outlasted him. I went into Bibbiani's event and beat him. Can he come into my event and beat me?
Just kind of saunters in like the back third of the free-for-all. Just like, do-do-do-do-do, I'm Dan Murrell. And then he just comes in and he wins because he's all good and stuff.
it's the best Dan Murrell impression I've ever seen. That even beats Ben Bateman.
I
mean,
This is the first time these two have ever faced each other, and what a championship match it will be. We're going to see Bibbiani and Murrell. They're going to clash, and they've been talking about this match for a long time, and we finally get it.
I still got that title shot. I got it in my back pocket, and I can use it anytime I want.
I'm cool. I got a free contenders match. I can come back like next week.
Beast. This
All
is
right,
a
that's what I'm
clash
saying.
of the Titans. We went
Dan
head to
loses
head.
the title.
I eked it out, but I can do
back
it
in and again.
This isn't
And he can
free-for-all.
do it
This
like
isn't a best of five
immediately.
questions. This is a best
What if
of
Dan
five
loses
rounds.
in this game
Immediately plays him
and
again.
then immediately challenges him right back up again?
You take this belt from me, the game might not be over.
I have one last
See?
thing to say at the end of this promo to give the editors something to work with. Dan,
Come on, Eric.
I am so looking forward to playing you. You are so talented. It's the best. I want to play you for forever. So let's go, buddy. Let's go.
Oh, the beauty of a green screen. Wish we had one. Oh, wait.
It's not just the green screen, it's how well you can manipulate and edit on top of it.
I mean, you look at that. What I'm most excited about, I got to be honest with you, is just watching the entrances.
Eric Rodriguez
because Dan
edges us
Murrell
out
always
just a
comes in,
little
he's
bit,
always
if not
spoke to
a lot of
Bibbiani.
it.
He always does something spectacular when he comes through the curtain, something unexpected. I think he saved his best for here today. We're about to find that
Well,
out.
you usually do. I mean, he is a showman, but he's also, like I said, this is when William Bibbiani joined the league in 2016. they were saying he is the next Dan Murrell. He is going to be the heir apparent. And he had a bumpy road. I believe, and I think a lot of other people believe, he is playing at the potential that we thought he would now. His stats are incredible. This is the match you wanted to see. If you ever wanted to see Dan Murrell against William Bibbiani at their best, it's today.
It's right now.
Yep.
I mean, these are two guys who are competing to be on the Mount Rushmore of the movie trivia Schmoedown. Christian, it's like Washington and Jefferson going at each other presidenting.
Well, here are some notable accomplishments for our contenders. We start with number one contender, William the Beast Bibbiani. He has been the MVP for the free-for-all 2 years in a row. He is a former singles movie trivia Schmoedown champion and the best entrances in town.
Oh, yeah.
And you have dangerous Dan Murrell, the free-for-all winner.
All right, yeah, three-time single champion.
Has
Okay.
defended the title a record 3 times in the course of his 3 runs.
That is correct. And if you didn't hear Christian over the volume of my jacket, he did say we're going to be in Houston. May 18th is when the movie trivia Schmoedown goes to Texas. They do things big in Texas. Everything's bigger there. They love their state, and
That's
we
true.
are going to be happy visitors. I'm also doing
A lot of
stand-up
things are bigger
May
here.
17th at the Joke Joint right down the
Let's
street.
list off what's bigger here. Donuts.
Tickets for the Schmoedown at either my website or triviasd.com.
I'll just leave you to think the rest.
That's right, May 18th. Now, will Dan Murrell be walking into that match, the Founding Fathers versus Double Toasted, with that title around his waist? We'll find out, and we're about to find out right now. Mark, are you ready?
Oh, dude, I've been ready for this since I was born.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Movie Trivia Schmoedown! 5 rounds!
I can't wait to quote that in Houston when he says it.
Of course we will.
Introducing first, the challenger with a record
Nose hip.
of 7 wins, 5 defeats, and 4 knockouts. He is the 2018 and 2019 free-for-all MVP and the former movie trivia Schmoedown.
He's got so many credits, he can't come out on cue to the song anymore.
Yeah.
He's been doing too good, Bibbiani.
Nice. Here we go.
So, you thought it was going to be something cool. You thought it was going to be another big entrance. You thought Bibbs, he's the guy with the big entrances. It's a championship match. It's going to do something huge. Well, I'm out of ideas. Didn't have anything clever. Didn't have anything funny. I don't even have a cool movie reference, something everyone likes. So I'm just going to walk out of that curtain, and I'm going to give you a match to remember.
And yet, that was good.
You know what?
Just like
It did kind of remind me of like Chris Evans in Spider-Man: Homecoming. His little.
It's coming out. Is there?
I mean, it kind of reminded me of that, but
Do it in post.
Oh, okay.
that was still good.
Man's probably a wanted war criminal, but whatever. It's video. The government forces us to play it, so.
You know, sometimes on the nose is really good.
With a record of 11 wins, 4 defeats with 7
They redid his theme.
He is the 2019 free-for-all winner. And
Why are you playing like way up here? Like,
Because it's in the frame.
oh,
What are you, new?
you almost look like Paul Rudd doing a impression of Rush from.
Yeah. Slap with the bass. I mean, that's part of it, too. Riley! Murrell!
Leather jacket, flannel. It's not Dan Murrell, it's Ryan Reynolds with baseball cap and glasses.
If you've seen that picture, it looks exactly like him.
Look at the sportsmanship.
Yes,
Dibs.
play.
I call dibs. Bibbs dibs.
Bibbs dibs.
Dibs, dibs.
Dibs.
It feels weird to sit down while Bibbs is standing. Can I stand up too?
If you want to, absolutely.
Oh, 2 standing.
I
Yeah.
don't want to be impolite.
Okay. All right. So with that, the champion, the challenger, setting up for this 5-round championship
This will be
battle.
interesting.
And Mark, how does it work? All right. So we ask the champion, are you ready?
Oh yeah, let's do this.
Challenger, are you ready?
Growl, growl.
Then let's get ready.
These will be championship level questions, so you know I'm gonna do well.
This is gonna be a low-scoring match for us.
5 rounds.
We're nothing if not
Question
humble.
number 1. In the realm of action-adventure, which film in the Die Hard franchise is known for the line, Simon Says?
Need the
Title.
the
We need the title, not the number.
not the number.
I was getting there.
You can't just be like, oh, it's Die Hard 8. I bet we're getting that.
5,
Oh, I can't remember what.
3,
I actually really like this
1.
one.
Dan?
Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Yes, sir.
Die Hard with a
Tie
Vengeance.
game.
Die Hard with a
I
Vengeance.
couldn't remember which one was 2 and which one was 3. I was blanking, so I put a Good Day to Die Hard.
All right, your next question comes from the
Dang
realm
it.
of classics.
I mean, I knew which one it was.
I love Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Who directed Lawrence of Arabia?
Oh, jeez.
A hush falls over our studio audience.
5,
This is wrong.
4, 3, 2, 1. William?
That would be the incomparable David Lean.
Yes, Dan.
David Lean.
Tie game.
Cecil DeMille. Oh, I guess not.
What Francis Ford Coppola? But I'm pretty sure that's
Famous
not.
actors
It's obviously not
and
right.
actresses. Chris Cooper plays horse trainer Tom Howard in which 2003 sports film?
Oh, what was that
You ever
called?
written one?
Sport?
I know what it is. What was it
Yep.
called?
Yes.
What was it called?
Epic.
I'll tell you.
3. New York.
The-
2,
McGuire movie.
1.
Yep.
Around town.
Pens down, please. Dan.
Seabiscuit?
Yes.
Seabiscuit.
William. Tie game.
Seabiscuit.
Okay.
Hooray, I got one.
Next question.
All right, your next
I knew
question
the
comes
movie.
from the world of animated movies.
Couldn't.
These are
Okay.
animated films drawn by hand or on a computer. Your question: who voices the character of the Underminer in
shoot.
The Incredibles and The Incredibles 2? All right, so back to this horse riding thing.
Yeah.
Who did do the Underminer?
It was at a ranch
Oh, he's in New York.
in New York. At a
Imagine
ranch.
you're riding
Well,
like
the
a
ranch is in
horse.
New York. It wasn't Manhattan, you dope.
Hey, get on my
5,
horse. Go get a slice.
4, 3,
I don't think it's this person, but
1. Pens down.
This is my go-to
please,
for
starting with
voices.
William.
Pretty sure this is wrong. John Lasseter?
No,
Yeah.
and William? I mean, Dan?
John Ratzenberger?
That's correct.
oh, really? That's so stupid. What about Alan Tudyk?
Next
Alan
question.
Tudyk's like my go-to, like
Fantasy sci-fi.
weird voice off the
Fantasy
wall
sci-fi.
type.
Which actor plays Data in the Star Trek franchise?
All right, last question.
Oh, here we go.
What was the name of the horse?
Thank you, Mom and Dad, for making us watch Star Trek: The Next Generation every Saturday during our childhood.
5,
Looking for a Snickers.
4, 3.
It's absolutely disgusting. Would you like more? Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Pens down,
Love that.
please, and Dan.
The great Brent Spiner.
Yes, William.
The great Brent Spiner.
5-4.
Brent Spiner.
The great Brent Spiner.
Your next question is in the world of comedies. And your question: Justin Long,
Guess what movie that
Anna
comes from?
Faris, Ryan Reynolds, and Christian Harloff. I read that
Yep.
wrong. Dane Cook starred in one 2005 film.
That's awesome. Yes, you know this movie.
Yeah, but I'm blanking on it.
4, 3,
Nope.
2, 1.
gonna let
Pens
go.
down, please. Start with
You're gonna
William.
hate those.
Flat out didn't have it.
Dan.
Is it Just Friends?
Nope.
9.
Waiting.
Oh, Justin Long and Ryan Reynolds should have given that away to me.
I know Dane Cook's filmography
And Dane-
so well. I can't
Okay.
resist that.
Yep.
Did you see his Dennis Rodman film?
Yes.
Can't mix Asian and
Double
continental.
take.
Yeah, you quote that all the time.
Yeah.
Double Team was the,
Doesn't matter.
Double team.
yeah, Double Team was the Van Damme.
It doesn't matter. Let's go. All right. Now, here we go. Question 7.
Simon Says with
Let's
the
just
SEC.
ask the question. Number 7 is from horror/thriller.
Uh-oh.
Horror thriller.
So you know I'll
Karen
get
Kusama
this.
directed this 2009 horror film that was written by Diablo Cody and stars Amanda Seyfried
Wait,
Decided to go eat.
is this horror?
on a horse.
They have a deep freeze.
What horror movie was written by Diablo Cody and stars Amanda Seyfried?
Does this count as horror?
2.
I guess.
Write it down.
I guess it
Dan.
does.
Jennifer's Body?
It is.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Jennifer's Body.
I completely like spaced on that she was in that. I was thinking more Megan Fox for Jennifer's Body.
Patreon. That's right. This is a Patreon question. Courtesy of Andy Schick.
Did you get that?
Andy
Yes.
Schick. Thank
Oh,
you,
good
Andy,
job.
for being such a great supporter. If you want to have your
Tune in,
name read
Tokyo.
on a future match or even championship match,
I'm
make sure you
focused
check out
on-
Movie Trivia Schmoedown
Yeah,
Patreon
it's fine.
today. More details at trivia.
I'm tuned into this side of the frame.
Andy Schick, a longtime supporter of us, he wanted a question in the
Tune into
world
both
of
sides of the frame.
dramas. And Andy's question is, in 2018's A Star is Born, Jackson Maine's limo driver and rehab therapist are played by two of Bradley Cooper's co-stars from the TV show.
Oh, what's
Alias.
his name?
Name one of those actors.
Oh, what's his name? I see him.
Good kind of got a Murrell.
He was in Star Wars, the prequels. He was on Heroes.
3, 2, 1.
Oh,
Hands down.
I
William.
hate this.
Victor Garber?
Incorrect.
No.
Dan?
I wrote John Favreau, but I don't know.
No.
Looking for either Greg Grunberg
That's
or
it.
Ron Rifkin. Grunberg!
It's a good thing nothing that you just said would have helped me out at all, because
No.
those names.
No, I knew they weren't going to.
Dan only missing 2, and we have a 6-5 game
But yeah,
going
Greg
into round
Grunberg is who
number
I was
2.
thinking of.
The wheel round, Mark, how's that?
Is a sponsored wheel. Mr. Justin Roby sponsoring the wheel. Thanks
Mr. Schick and Mr. Roby, both of y'all, fantastic.
Wheel.
Thank you.
And sponsored slices for today's
Doing
match
great.
are 2010s and mixed bags. So thank you once again, Justin, for all of your support and patronage.
All right. So both the champion and the challenger have all of their JTE rules. They both have their challenges. And because Dan has a 1-point lead, would you like to go first or second?
I will go second.
You're going to go second. All right, then the challenger will spin the wheel.
Bibbiani.
Here's the spin.
Horror
spin.
thriller. Come on, horror thriller.
Good etiquette on that wheel spin.
Good etiquette.
Been a rough day. I need an ego boost.
And did he see the follow through at the bottom? I did. It was very Fred McGriff baseball DVD.
So he's going to go with drama.
Spin it again.
Does
Dramas.
he want to keep?
Even though Shawshank Redemption is on that wheel slice, spin it again.
Fade is in the wheel.
Never be a question about Shawshank Redemption.
Probably not.
When he spins, because there's no opponents or spinners.
Kevin Smith is on there too.
That's what the
I would like that also. In fact,
There you go.
Have to look
Kevin
at
Smith.
yay!
Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith. And we start. All right. William, you get 4 questions in Kevin Smith. In Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, there was a sequel mentioned to
Good Will Hunting, Hunting 2, Hunting
2,
Season.
Blank. What was the subtitle?
Hunting season.
That's correct.
So dumb. So dumb.
Applesauce.
Who's these retired seaman? Howard Howe in Tusk.
Parks.
Michael Parks.
Yes.
That's correct. 2 points.
Wow. He knows his Kevin Smith
Yep.
question.
Next question. In Dogma, what is the name of the new religious icon Cardinal Glick is trying to make famous?
Catholicism Wow.
Catholicism Wow campaign.
Buddy Christ.
Oh.
Buddy Christ.
Yeah, Buddy Christ.
More
Okay.
points.
I was thinking, what was he calling
I
the...
would have gotten
That's
Yeah.
part of the question.
I jumped
Last
ahead.
question. What is the name of the first porn film that Zach and Miri set out to make?
Suck
Zach
my-
and Miri make a porno.
I can't say it. Cappuccino. Only instead of kappa, it's substituted by another
I
word.
think I know, but multiple choice.
Is A,
Oh, no.
Lord of the Dings, Harry Popper,
Oh.
C, Indiana Bones,
Well,
or D,
Star Wars.
I just wanted to hear you come up with a bunch of made-up porn movies. That was delightful.
Family Man Christian Harlow rattling off porn movie names.
No, that's right.
Right,
The
so
Cappuccino one was the
Bibbiani
second
comes with
movie.
6 points lead
Okay.
over the champion with a very strong Kevin Smith round. So now the champ takes the wheel. and will spin it. Hopefully
Way to
that's something
sacrifice a point for that. Well worth it.
wants to stay in contention.
I mean, it's a hard thing in this kind of match, though.
There it goes.
Giving up a point for entertainment.
Round and round.
Round and round we go.
It is a 5-round match, Christian, but round 2 is still so crucial to a competitor's chances of winning.
Stanley Kubrick.
Stanley Kubrick.
Staying with
He's going to keep.
Ooh,
Stanley
this is gonna be good.
movies.
Good choice.
That's a solid slice for Dan.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Stanley Kubrick.
All right, Dan. You have spun Stanley Kubrick movies. You selected it, so you're going to get 4 questions about that guy. Your first question: who wrote the screenplay for Spartacus?
Dalton Trumbo.
Give him 2 points.
That was Trumbo that did that?
Accepted Bryan Cranston.
Nice.
Bryan Cranston. Nice.
Next question: which war is the setting of Kubrick's film Paths of Glory?
World War II?
World War I.
2 more points. He pulls
Okay.
you within 2.
That's it done?
Hey, you're close.
12
About a
to
war
10.
off.
Next question: what cast member from the original Star Wars trilogy was cast as a bodyguard?
It was
in
Darth
Clockwork
Vader.
Orange?
Daniel Prowse.
David Prowse.
David Prowse.
Yeah.
That's a
How
deep
close?
cut,
Yep.
and that is correct. for
D
10
name
points.
Prowse.
The guy inside Darth Vader's costume.
Yep.
And your last question, in the world of Stanley Kubrick, which you seem to have a fair amount of knowledge about, what Kubrick film was adapted from a novel by William Makepeace Thackeray?
What's that? Eyes Wide Shut?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, 2001: A Space Odyssey,
All gonna
B,
be
Lolita,
Kubrick movies.
C, Barry Lyndon, or D, A Clockwork Orange?
Barry Lyndon.
That's a point for Dan Murrell,
Dan
and that's
Murrell.
the lead.
Wow,
Nice.
what a fight so far. 13-12.
Wow.
Round
What a
number
match.
2 sees the champion with a 1 point. Both strong.
And
both
we're
very
still
strong in the
Murrell
second
1
round.
point up.
And now we get to round number 3, which is the betting round, Mark. How does that go?
The betting round, so the wheel ain't going. Hop on back over to the wheel and give it a spin.
It's everything we wanted so far from the championship match, Mark. 13
Yeah,
as
And
well.
more.
Nobody's going home early from this one.
No.
Nobody's trying to beat that heavy Burbank traffic here today.
Heavy-ish.
Could be Kubrick again.
Ooh,
Mixed
mixed
bag.
bag.
It actually could be Kubrick.
Could be
Ooh.
anything. Could be anything.
You can spin
No,
the betting round.
This is a strategy here because the strategy. It
Yeah, I'm not betting anything.
It can be anything. So what do they do?
I'm gonna
How
bet
do they
one.
and what they're gonna get?
You got to wonder
just gonna
if it's
answer
going to be a
for
question
fun.
about a director because William Bibbiani pretty much aced the Kevin Smith category.
Right.
And then Dan
think you still need a
Murrell
whiteboard
did
for
very
this.
well in Stanley Kubrick despite not having a question about the Kubrick
Yes.
film, The Moon Landing.
Nice.
Dude.
Fine. I'll bet one.
All right, here we go. So
I'll make it fun.
Just a little joke.
we have seen. So guys, have you written your points down? All right, points are written down. Here is your question. Here is your question. Okay. Will Smith portrayed famous boxer Muhammad Ali in Ali, which was released in which year?
Ali.
Movie release dates question.
It's a mixed bag.
Coming out of mixed bag.
Movie
Don't feel
release
confident
dates.
about this one.
1. William, how many points?
2.
And you bet.
2004.
And Dan, how many
Wow.
points?
2.
And you bet.
Oh,
Sorry. And you said you answered.
2001.
2001 is correct.
Ooh.
Dan gets 2 points.
Wow, I'm way
William
off. I
loses.
said 2007.
Swing
I said
with
98.
the betting round here. Christian,
98.
you
Definitely not
said
2007.
anything, and it ended up
That's
you
definitely not
Dan
98.
Murrell in the category of a movie release date question. So now Dan Murrell 5
Well,
points over William
2001.
Bibbiani. Now
Who
we
was
move on to the
closer?
speed round where more points can be won or lost.
Yeah, well, you make a
Details.
great point here, too, because William was doing pretty well in that Shire Wolves match in Speed Round. It was, of course, the end. There was the mishap with the Beast, William, all that stuff. But he was playing well, William. And now we find ourselves, if William can get himself a good speed round here, he's right back in this thing.
Yeah, he really needs a good speed round here because Dan Murrell, the strategy
He needs some
really
good
here
speed
is,
round.
does Murrell want to put his foot
Really?
on the gas and try to get every question right, or does he want
Surprised
to
they're
hang
not
back
making
and
that
see
joke.
if William
I'm
Bibbiani
not.
can get back in the ballgame
No,
or
them.
if he's going to
I know.
sink his
I'm not
own ship
surprised.
in the round. The time starts when I say you by name. So if I say Dan, you have 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, William, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi.
That's what screwed me up last time, so pay attention.
Do the competitors understand the rules as I have administered?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right, Christian, at your ready, and keep in mind you don't have to wait till the end of the question to buzz in. As soon as you think you know it, have at it.
Here we go.
Dan knows the rules.
Here we go. All right.
Get the championship.
Can you tell them to me from the top one more time?
All right. Who plays the wizard Shazam?
Jimon
in-
Hansu.
Yep.
William,
Jaimin Hansu.
Correct.
However you want to say his name.
Yes.
Then 4. Which actor appeared in the following films? Chronicle, Red Tails, and that.
Oh, what's his name?
William,
Michael B. Jordan.
Correct.
Oh, not who I was thinking.
Who directed 2002's
Steven Spielberg,
Minority
yeah.
Report?
Dan,
Steven Spielberg.
Correct. Question 4.
Love that movie.
Which year saw the release of the Ang Lee
2004.
Life of Pi?
No.
Life of Pi.
2011?
No. Yeah,
Sitting this one out.
5,
2011.
because Hulk was
Yeah.
2003.
Two.
Yeah.
1. Answer is
Okay.
2012.
Well,
Close,
Dan
close
might
enough.
want to take a shot
Yeah.
there at the end.
I so, and I would have been wrong.
William Bibbiani checked out early from
Here's
there.
your last one. Which one of the following 2007 films was not nominated for Best
Juno.
Picture? Not. Juno, There Will Be Blood, or Gone Baby Gone?
Dan.
Gone Baby Gone.
Correct for 1 point.
Yeah, it was Gone Baby Gone.
What, Juno was nominated?
He's got
Yes.
a 5-point lead at the beginning of this match. William Bibbiani rattling off the first two very quickly. It looked like he could have tied it going into round 5, but then Dan comes roaring back. Neither one wanted to take a stab at another movie release day question. And Christian, like you said, we find ourselves again in a 5-point game with Dan Murrell walking into the final round with that lead.
Now, Bibbiani is only down 5, so he has a chance to come back here and win. If look,
You've been playing.
You're doing great.
Thank you, man.
Bibbiani finds himself
Very nice.
5 points down going into the championship round. Mark, how does round number 5 work?
Round number all by 5 points. Dan, we're going to get your slate of numbers first, and then we're going to ask William his series of questions first.
Can I get number 8, number 14, and number 6, please?
8, 14, and 6 for the champion, the challenger.
1, 7, and 12.
1, 7, and 12 for William. You chose category number 1. That's comic book movies.
Ooh,
Comic book movies.
we like those.
In which DC movie can you hear the following quote? I won't kill
Batman
you,
Begins.
Batman
but I
Begins,
don't have
yeah.
to save you.
Batman Begins.
That's correct for
I
2
won't
points.
kill you.
Good movie,
But I
good
don't have
answer.
to
Nice
save
and
you.
quick.
I don't think his voice sounded just like that in Batman
For the
Begins.
3-point.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That was more Dark Knight, wasn't it?
Yep.
Pixar.
Swear to me.
Pixar.
Gravel.
Yeah.
Brr.
At the beginning of 2006's
Jeez.
Cars, there was a 3-way tie between veteran The King rookie Lightning
Voices Chick
McQueen
Hicks.
and infamous
Not
Chick
John
Hicks,
Ratzenberger.
who voices
No,
Chick
he was
Hicks.
the truck.
Yeah.
Chick Hicks
5,
was someone from Anchorman,
3,
if I remember. No, yeah.
2.
Will
Uh,
Arnett.
No.
We're looking for Michael Keaton. Michael
Really?
Keaton.
Oh,
Yeah, Michael
never
Keaton.
mind.
Know that.
I like
Not
that
from
William
Anchorman.
Yes, though.
Yeah, I did like good. It was a good guess. So William Bibbiani finds himself in this position. He
I thought
has
it was,
a
what's his name from
with
Anchorman
his
does the
number
weather.
12.
Whammy!
If he hits it, it bounces back to the champion.
David
However,
Ketchner.
Yeah.
If he misses, Dan Murrell will find himself with a TKO victory here.
I miss you,
is
Ron.
the
I miss your laugh.
category and question, William. Romance films. Romance films. In Serendipity, John Cusack and Kate Beckinsale meet in Bloomingdale's while trying to buy what?
A thing.
Purse. Yeah. Way to be general.
Yep. It's not wrong.
Well, I've never seen it,
5,
Oh.
so this is fun.
4,
Uh-huh.
3.
A ring.
And your winner
Wow.
by way of technical knockout,
I would have never predicted that.
still undisputed movie trivia Schmoedown champion of the world, Dangerous Dan Murrell.
A TKO?
Black cashmere gloves.
Black gloves.
Black cashmere gloves.
They factor into the movie. You throw
Never
a
would have
glove in
predicted
there.
a TKO.
Okay, we do love each other and all that, but that's that movie, Christian.
was
You want to
not
talk about
serendipitous for
serendipity?
me.
How about Dan Murrell and William Bibbiani going toe-to-toe? Murrell finding himself with a 5-point lead going into round 3. He did not have to answer a question, although Bibbiani gave a great game.
And Dan Murrell is the first champion to defend the singles title since Sam Levine retired.
I remember
a
that
year
guy.
ago. So Dan Murrell now that
He was in the intro.
Fourth title defense in all his runs. He has beaten William Bibbiani. And what a run by William Bibbiani leading here today. One more round of applause for William the Beast Bibbiani. But now Dan Murrell will take that championship as he and John Roca head on to Houston to play double toasted. Dan will walk in, shoulders still as heavy as it is right now. And we are going to talk to
Ooh, we
Jen
get to see
Sturgeon,
the
who's got
championship
champion
belt, too.
and the challenger. Here we go.
What's up, movie trivia Schmoedown fans? Jen Sturgeon here with your still champion, Dan Murrell. Dan, I feel like we've spent a lot of time together.
I
in the
like our
past.
chats, Jen.
I
like our
know,
chats.
because they always involve you winning and standing in this winner's circle with me, it seems. You've had a crazy year.
Yeah.
You really have. What is
Yeah.
this? So this is like your 4th title defense in your career, your first since obviously regaining the belt. How does this all feel?
It feels great. I love to play the game. Every round is awesome, but it actually, knowing that since I retired, no one had been able to hold on to this. There had not been a belt defense. Well, it's not since I retired, but since
Sam Levine,
since
yeah.
Sam was here, that no one has been able to hold on to this. I love setting a new challenge for myself, and I think that it kind of echoes down to the rest of the league. I love for people to just get that much more fire, because I think that was a great match. I know it was a TKO, but I don't think that speaks to how well that match
It's
was played.
actually your 8th knockout. How crazy is that?
It's
Jeez.
weird. I feel like it doesn't matter. I feel like they're still just as hard. Like I felt like that match against Bibbiani was just as hard as.
Was it because you were standing? How was standing, by the way?
You know what? I kind of dig it. Like I don't think I would do it if I wasn't
The
playing
booth
him.
didn't
'cause
like
that's
it. You're
kinda
way
his
too
thing.
tall for
yeah,
this.
so I tried to do like the stance where I'm like squatting a little bit, but yeah.
Here comes the squatting
that's,
jokes.
That's his thing. I think if I'm playing that gentleman over there, and I think we will be many times, I'll do it. But it'll probably be back to sitting down the next.
Look, I mean, Bibbs, Ethan, we've seen you play some of the biggest monsters in this game. Like, who is out there that could still potentially rival you and challenge you?
That would be me, Dan Murrell. No,
I learned
maybe
this
not.
The hard way. Anyone could rival and challenge me on any given day, but there are players out there that I haven't had a chance to play that people want to see.
Like,
You're not much better.
I've never played
Roka.
Never played him one-on-one. I've never played Rachel Cushing one-on-one. There are
Ooh,
some
that's a
really
good one, too.
players in this league
I
still
don't know
I've
that
yet to
this
play.
building can handle that kind of competition.
I think
Maybe
Mara
some
can up it.
reinforcements.
Yeah, there's so
Well,
many people out there that I
if
would
it's
love to play.
underneath
And
them.
just 3 rounds, 5 rounds, whatever.
I have
the
to assume
situation
Mara's
is.
good at movie
Yeah, I
knowledge
know He
anyways.
feels great, but I do
I
have
get-
to ask you.
Yes.
You still have Houston coming up against Double Toasted
Yeah,
with Roka.
yeah.
You a little bit nervous? Like, is it weird going into these live events like that?
Yeah, well, I mean, live events, there's a different energy to it that just adds an extra bit of adrenaline. And also, if something's going to go wrong, if you blank or something, that you don't have to wait for the audience to watch
It's okay,
it
we'll still love you.
in real time, right in front of you. Adding on top of that, and I've said it before, we're playing an away game. I mean, that is Double Toasted's hometown. They're going to have hometown fans. That is going to be a hostile environment
Give or
for
take.
John and
Or
I to walk
Austin.
into, and something I
Give or
don't think
take.
we've ever really done as a team before. So I'd be dumb not to be nervous about it. We just got to go in there and take care of business.
I mean, isn't that what you two do best?
We try.
Well, congratulations again, man. I am
you.
so pumped for you. Bibbiani,
So,
I mean, you got to give
Do
it to
home and
Teddy,
away
put up a hell
games
of a
really
fight
matter
today.
to movie
But
trivia?
The GOAT showed up again.
I think it's just the
Thank you very much.
the psychology behind it.
I like this. I like this version of talking.
Because, I mean, we're from Austin.
Me too.
Here in Austin, Texas.
Whoa.
We'd still lose.
Bibbs.
If the two of us were to play Dan and
You promise?
Roka,
We'd still lose.
we get laughed.
After these
No,
things.
no, no, no.
We'd
no,
lose
no.
it in round
First off,
one.
there's
That's
no
how
shame
bad it
in
would
losing
be.
to Dan. Like,
I'd make it to round two.
whatsoever. I wish I got him to
I'm trying
answer
to
the
make
question in
a
the final
joke,
round.
but okay.
That's kind of lame.
Be
What are you gonna
logistical.
do? But honestly, and I'm not kidding, and this is incontrovertible, 100% serious, I'm thrilled. Because you know what? I got a loss against Dan out of my system. You know, like I took him down. That was a practice match. That was me going up there, giving him my best shot. I wanted to win. Didn't go my way. That's fine. Mixed bag. Didn't know they mixed it
Mixed
with.
bag in the betting round.
I didn't know
was
they mixed it with
honestly-
poop. I didn't know they mixed it with poop. The
Nice.
poopy movie release dates category. I did not know that they mixed it with poop.
You just got a
That's
challenge
fine.
from Scott Mance.
Fine. I'll be back. I'll be back, Dan. One way or another, I will be back, and we're gonna do this thing for real next time because, yeah, that was a practice match for me.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like if this would have been an Iron Man match, we could have been looking at a different scenario.
I'm
right?
not in a position where I get to declare Iron Man matches. I don't know
But
what.
you'd love one.
Oh,
Let's
I'd
be
love.
real.
Oh my God, yeah.
Let's be real.
If I had won this, and I was gonna, but if I had won this, and then Dan had been like, I want a rematch, I'm gonna use my championship thing I got from Free For All, I'd be like, okay, yeah, but it's Iron Man now. Yeah, it's Iron Man now. You got to do Iron Man.
Ooh.
You got it because that's what the people want. They don't want these regular
Wait,
matches.
I want to live in the
They
timeline where
want
that happened.
Iron Man
Yeah.
matches. Everyone likes Iron Man.
I just feel like you got really screwed by the actual game itself. You know what I mean? Not the movie knowledge. Because let's be real, when it comes to movie knowledge, you and Dan, you're at the top of the food chain.
I honestly, you miss a question in first round in a championship match, you go to yourself, well, that sucks. But so did Dan. You know, I was one down from him, but no one got a perfect round right there. And honestly, that kind of took the pressure off because they're like, okay, you know what? Neither of us is going to give the most impressive
You
performance
are infallible.
anyone has ever seen. So we're just
Do
playing
you
the match.
bleed?
So you just haven't seen all the Cars
Yes.
movies
Will.
or Serendipity?
You do.
I have seen all the
Just a little
Cars
bit.
movies. I think I was confusing with the wrong character.
Yeah.
I think maybe they recast him in Cars 3. I'm going to have to look that one up. That
You
one kind of
haven't
bugs
seen
me.
Serendipity?
I have not seen Serendipity, but
My
I
wife
did
is going to be so disappointed
Okay,
about that.
okay. First off, my wife doesn't care. Secondly, I have seen Till There Was You, which is like the other Serendipity, and I thought that counted, but apparently not. Apparently that's not the same thing. So,
No.
whoops.
But you still do have that
Whoopsie.
number one contender shot.
Oh, I have a number one contenders. That's something I'm going to have to contend with.
Ha.
Yeah, I don't
Wow.
want to use that. Here's the deal.
Puns.
With the number one contenders match, you don't get to pick your contender. I have to wait and see how the field comes out. And right now, I don't know who the contenders are. So I don't know if I'm going to use that for teams yet. I don't, because the Odd Couple's got their title shot. I don't know who's coming up next. And I don't know who is going to be the new singles contender either. It could be Mark or Jeff or anyone. It could be anybody. So I'm going to just wait and see. I'm going to pick my moment. I'm just going to swoop in like a swoopy thing. One of those swoops. Yeah, the swoops.
Yeah.
Swoops. And I'm going to swoop it up. Okay. Swoop, there it is. Swoop, there it is.
Yeah, we're done here.
Welcome.
Look, as you
I appreciate
got
everything that just happened there.
A little bit. He's not
There's a lot of swooping going on.
No, but he gives
liked
a lot
it.
of respect to Dan. I know how much
You
respect
would.
I liked
he has
it.
for Dan and
There's a lot
how
of good swooping.
he admires Dan.
Yeah, very classy.
Quick
matchup
behind the
between
scenes.
two very classy.
He likes
It was
swooping.
good to see, and Dan didn't have to use any title shot here today. He still got that in his back pocket. So what you see, the focus went from this and the respect to Bibbiani to sitting back and wondering, is he going to defend that title at Collision? What is going to happen with the Founding Fathers? What will happen with corruption? What's going to happen with that title shot? We don't know. There's a lot of questions. But Dan Murrell, one more victory. He's the first person to ever go to 12 victories. He's got another title defense. This is his first title defense in his brand new reign. He's just adding to that legacy.
I've never seen a guy need a championship match less than Dan Murrell because he's got one in his back pocket, like you said. I don't know. He could put it on eBay for all I care. I mean, he does not seem to need it because he keeps winning every time he steps in front of a live
I might try to bid on
at
that.
the studio here, wherever Dan Murrell is. He's going to get
$10
more
million
correct than you, and it looks like him and John Roque are going to try to prove that again against the hometown favorite, double toasted in Houston, May 18th.
That's the big thing, though, here. That is the big thing, because out there with those belts are the Shire Wolves, the team belts, right? And Rachel Cushing is a double champion. Sam Levine has been a double champion. Dan Murrell wants to be a double champion. Don't be confused by anything. He wants to be a double champion. So will we see him go down the line to play for the teams? And the thing is, they're on a road that they might not need that team title shot. Houston's going to say a lot. So if
Yeah, we will.
Yeah, we will.
if you can check it out, come to Houston
Most
at the
definitely.
Booker
You weren't
T
actually
Arena where Booker T
literally
himself
talking about the people
will
of
be there
Houston.
doing a meet
Got
and
it.
greet. So buy your tickets at
I mean,
Schmoedownlive.com. But if you
we'll
can't,
physically
you
be
wanna
in
watch
Houston.
it, go and
Physically
check
be
it
saying a
out.
lot.
It will be available if you're a patron. You can get it at the $10 level. If not, it will be available. Just go to.
Yeah, we're just gonna be there.
How about we just physically be there? Does that work?
So make sure you check it out every day. But there's so much going on. I'm so glad that we were able to call this match.
Such a
together.
fun matchup between two all-time great champions. Like we said, there's a lot of competitors.
15 days away.
Rushmore kind of spots here, the movie Trivia Schmoedown, and we saw two of the top contenders for that honor down the road here today.
So, guys, please comment below. What do you think? Who's going to be the one to take the title away from Dan? Who's out there right now that you would like to see him challenge? How's it going to go? There's a lot at stake right now, a lot of balls in the courts to see what's going to happen and which contenders are going to be able to face Dan Murrell. A lot of great matches. Sam Levine has his hands full as commissioner. Emma's got her hands full as the team's commissioner. So many matches coming up. For the great Baby Carrots, Mark Ellis, I'm Christian Harloff. We'll see you next time.
Yeah.
I'm excited, but I'm gonna keep it very professional. I can totally do this. It's gonna be fun.
This is going to be a large end credit scene.
I'm not sure what's going on, but first, honestly, we haven't had a chance to say this yet, but you are killing it as a commissioner. Not that I ever had any doubt, honestly, but everything you've done for the Inner Geekdom League, for the Teams League, what you're doing for the Patreon, like, you're
Yeah, so we have a
everywhere
thunderstorm
and
going on right
and
now.
I'm so happy you made the right decision, and whether it's a biased thing or not, I think you're the best commissioner we've ever had.
Well, obviously, I think I'm a little biased as well, and I'm so proud of everything that you guys have continued to accomplish. And actually, speaking of your accomplishments, that's kind of the reason why I called you here today. Obviously, I know from all of our time together when I was managing you guys and our study sessions, how much winning the Inner Geekdom belt means to you. It was something that you fought for so long, and I couldn't be prouder that you got it. And so I also know that the old Inner Geekdom belt was really heavy. So I'm very excited today to present you with the new,
oh my god,
ever so slightly less heavy.
That's a cool looking belt.
Yeah.
that is gorgeous.
It's like Darth Vader, Captain America.
I do believe so.
Other
yes.
people?
Yeah.
I didn't get
So much better
a
on
quick,
the shoulder.
quick look at it,
Well,
but
I hope your other shoulder is ready as well, because there's more.
Oh boy.
but wait.
Call within the next 10 minutes. You get the team's belt also.
Yeah.
And which is almost as much yours as it is ours.
Yeah, I know. You, Clark and Rachel and I won these belts together, and I'm so proud that you guys still have them.
Guys, stop. I'm going to cry.
So there you go.
Stop it.
Oh my god. These are absolutely stunning. You are amazing. And this was perfect. I wouldn't want to get these from anybody else.
Well, thank goodness. I am the commissioner of Team Intergeekdom, so there is nobody but me that could present them. So.
What's up, Schmoedown
All
fans?
right.
Frank here, and it is time.
Frankie numbers.
So there's a lot of stats.
Yeah.
And
we'll have to review those another time. For the purpose of this video, though.
I mean, we could do a quick reaction to stats. Dang!
Holy crap!
That's a lot of numbers.
They got some numbers there.
All right. Well, so
Yeah, that's. I mean, Dan the man.
like, damn, Dan.
Dan the man.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going with that.
So, that was a good match. As far as the upper echelon of matches that we've had so far this season, I don't think that's quite up there.
Well, it didn't last as long as some of the matches, but it was pretty close the entire way through.
Yes, but here's the thing, and I kind of want to fall back to what Bibbiani said. This was a good practice match.
Yeah, it was Bibbiani feeling out the competition, like, okay, how much on my game do I need to be with Dan? Because I can always bust out that contendership and get back to Dan pretty quick.
Yeah. So I'm eager to see that. I want to see the next Dan Murrell versus Bibbiani.
The thing is it sounds like that in order for that to happen, he's got to pull it out against either Snyder or Riley. I think either one of them wins the contendership then. So then it could be Bibbiani versus one of those two, which more great matches. I mean, you can't complain about that, but...
Yeah, I mean, that three-way match was fantastic.
Although the last time we've had Bibbiani versus Snyder was...
Yeah. But I do like the idea of... I would like to see...
It's a friendly rivalry.
Between the two of them, between Bibbiani and Murrell, I would like to see an Iron Man match for the belt.
That's true.
Like, let's do away with this. I mean, these two were almost pretty much going at it back and forth at the free-for-all. Let's get back to that. Let's do an Iron Man match of just question, which is kind of like anti what we were saying at the beginning of this video, that we're eager to see them fight it out within
the confines of the rules and how the game is actually played.
Yeah. Now I want to get back just to brass tacks, just straight answering questions.
The thing is, though, is that I feel like the only way that can happen is if it's within the confines of a big event like the Collision or Spectacular or something like that. Because I think the last times they've done Iron Man matches for the belt, it's within those confines. I can't remember if the Above the Line versus Patriots 2 was within the confines of a big event. I think it was, but you know, that was
Collision, I believe.
No, that would have been Spectacular, if not just its own thing after Spectacular. Either way, you know, I don't know if you see an Iron Man match again for the belt this time. I mean, Christian, Sam, you know, they're the ones throwing the rules on this here, so they could decide, you know what, yeah, we will do an Iron Man match for the belt. And then that is the way it is, but for the most part, you see most of these you know, defenses, these challenges for the belt is a normal match. So, will we get an Iron Man match? Who knows? I mean, they talked about it. So,
still would be cool to see. But
if it was brought up there for a reason, maybe so, maybe not. We don't know. It'll be fun to watch either way.
either way, probably keep that in mind as an exhibition match in the future, if nothing else. Maybe not necessarily for the belt, but just a straight competing. That'd be a good match.
Then you make it a 5-way and make it just a mini free-for-all.
Yeah, seriously. So, good match. I'm eager to see where the story of the singles belt's going to go from here. Because
I want to see how long Dan holds on to that thing.
Yeah.
Especially if at some point he goes up against Rachel, because I absolutely would love Rachel to become a triple belt holder.
That would be awesome.
The thing about that, though, is that's got to happen before Rachel faces Smets, because I think Smets could be the first Intergeekdom competitor who's in the run right now. And, you know, you got your Kalinowski's. He is capable of doing it too, but I think you got more of a shot right now because Smets is on a roll. He's gaining momentum. He knows his stuff. He could end up taking that belt from Rachel before she gets the triple.
Yeah, so there's a lot that's going to happen. I think they actually are building up to something big.
It's a Magic season.
Yeah, something big may be happening at Houston. I mean, they mentioned quite a bit that the fact that the Founding Fathers will be taking on Double Toasted in Houston. Now, here's the thing.
There's no way it's going to be big in Houston. I mean, it's not like it's in Texas or anything.
Yeah. I think Founding Fathers have a really good chance of potentially taking that match in Houston. But like they said, they are coming onto our turf, basically.
And the thing about Double Toasted is we've seen them once. We've only seen them once.
Yeah.
We really don't know since then how much better at the game could they have gotten. Or maybe just because they haven't played in a while, maybe they are going to be rusty. The thing is, though, is that they are an unpredictable wild card. Like, we thought maybe I think it was them versus Real Rejects last time.
Yeah.
We think, maybe because they were up against Real Rejects that they could potentially be pushovers. The thing about it is, though, is that they are actually truly a wild card. We might assume that after one match. That might not be the same this time around. They might actually be right up there with the Founding Fathers.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's going to still be a good game just because we don't know.
Unpredictable.
And I like going into these scenarios with unpredictability because no matter how the game goes, it's going to be good.
Forget all you analysts out there, except you, Frank, you're doing great.
Yeah, also we will be seeing Ben Bateman taking on Andrew Guy for the team action Civil War, essentially. That is going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
That is going to be just a great match. I'm running out of adjectives.
That match should have sold all the tickets out for Houston already, but for some reason it has not.
It still has the potential to. So, anyways, like we've mentioned, there is a Schmoedown Live coming to Houston as of right now when we're filming here on May 3rd. It is 15 days away. Go pick up your tickets at theschmoedownlive.com. Also, keep in mind, Mark Ellis is doing a stand-up show, a couple of them, the night before on the 17th, and that is also where we are hosting the fan meetup along with Tim Sim from the Schmoedown Facebook page, and I believe he writes articles on Trivia SD.
Yep.
Come out to the fan meetup. It's at Timeout number 1 in the same parking lot as the Joke Joint where Mark Ellis is performing.
So get your yucks on and get your fan on.
Potentially in that order.
Both. Or get your fan on and your yuck. We're going to be going to one of the shows too. We're going to be going to the 10 o'clock show, so you can join us for that one as well. But either way, got some fan meetup, got some yucks happening with Ellis, so...
Yeah, so come check that out on, that's going to be Friday, May 17th for that, and the Schmoedown on the 18th. Also, hop over onto the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Patreon. Make sure you donate to that. They've just updated and upgraded some of their pricing tiers, so make sure you check that out and see which one fits for you and
for
your
everybody.
budget. Yeah. Also, go over to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown YouTube channel, like, comment, subscribe over there, help support them any way you can. And finally, come over here to the Cinefanatics where we happen to be. Like and comment on our content, this video. And also above our heads, there is a subscribe button. Over here off to the side is some other videos that we've produced for your viewing enjoyment. And as always,
Simon says subscribe.
Yes, he does. Later.
See ya. Simon says flash up our logo. Oh, there it is.